Hi everyone, I want to go through a really quick top tip type of exercise for you that you can do anywhere and is really good for strengthening up the inner core muscles. So a transverse abdominis would be one that I'm thinking of. Now the transverse abdominis runs from the back and comes around this way and wraps around, okay? It's the corset that you will hear about if you do yoga or Pilates, where you'll hear your instructor talk about the corset effect. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to think, what can I do to tighten those muscles in, these deep internal muscles? What can I do to tighten them? And by tightening them up, it will improve your posture, but will also bring a smoother look and a smoother feel to the abdominals and the area outside, your rectus abdominis, that's the six pack, the muscles run up and down. So by pulling in these tighter muscles and making them nice and tight and strong, and lean, you're also helping the look and the feel of the abdominal area in total. And there's a really simple exercise I want to show you. I want you to come down fully onto the mat, and I want you to make sure your toes are nice and relaxed, okay? You don't have them up primed and ready to get up. Keep them low, keep your kneecaps on the ground, keep your hip bones on the ground, keep your rib cage on the ground. So all of the bones on the ground. You can relax your upper body and put your head and rest it. Now, I want you to be fully relaxed, and I want you to imagine that I've put an ice cube below your belly button. I've just put it there, it's freezing cold, and I want you to imagine what you would do if I did that. You would quickly pull your stomach up. So pull that belly button up off the mat. Hold it up nice and tight. Hold it for as long as you can and then release back down. Okay, ice cube. I've placed it below your belly button right now. It's against your skin. It's freezing cold. Pull your belly button up off the ground. This time when you're holding it up, I'm holding it up just now myself, you're holding your belly up off the ground, even if the skin is still on the ground, that's okay. Internally, you're pulling that muscle up. What I would say to you is make sure you're not squeezing the bum or squeezing the backs of the legs. A lot of people, when they're trying to pull their stomach up, they squeeze their bum up and they're pulling up nice and tight. Now I can see as a trainer when I'm working with clients when they're doing that, because I can physically see the glutes tightening up. I can't see that when I'm doing online training. So pull that belly up off the ground and hold it. And you're holding it for as long as you can without tensing any other muscles. So that's why I'm asking you to be super relaxed. Okay, release that out. Nice and slow. And you're flat on the ground again. Then start to pull that up again. Ice cube has been placed. Pull that belly off the ground. You're not holding your breath. You see, I can have this conversation with you. You're not holding your breath. You're just pulling that stomach in nice and tight. When you've done your last round and you're trying to hold, the goal is to hold it up for as long as you can. So 10, 15 seconds is your goal. And then release it back down. To begin with, if you've never used these muscles before, you might only be able to last 3 seconds, and then you're releasing out and your belly is going back onto the ground. It's absolutely fine. You've got to start somewhere. So pull that back up and do this maybe 5 or 6 times. Last time, put your feet underneath, put your hands right next to your chest. Take a big deep breath in, and as you exhale, try to come up into a plank position. It's just a nice way to finish the exercise. You don't have to if you don't want to. Bend the knees as you walk your hands in, and then slowly, slowly stand up. Okay? And that's a way to come out of the exercise, just to give you an extra bit with that little walking plank bit. So that's what I call the ice cube trick. If you were sitting up and you weren't lying down, you could also imagine that someone was trying to poke you with maybe a needle or something sharp, and you pull your stomach in, you're like, and you pull in. It's the same sensation. It works a little bit better when you're lying in that plank position or you're lying really flat on the ground because gravity is against you. So that pulling up sensation just gives an extra burn when you're lying down. But certainly sitting up, you could be sitting at your desk working and you just do the pull in of the stomach, keep your shoulders nice and relaxed, make sure you're not holding your breath, and then release, and then pull it in again. Just working these muscles regularly every day will make all the difference. It just tightens everything up nice and internally and just helps you to start to grow nice abdominals and side obliques and make sure you've got a strong core. If you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out. Good luck!